Well, hi, Houston. It's Elizabeth Miranda, Liz, your bilingual realtor with Miranda Properties, and welcome to our show, Casa y Vida, Houston, on CBBA Radio. Well, we are going to be talking today about the Mortgage Credit Certificate Program. But before we do that, we're going to talk about our sponsors. So let's talk about our sponsors. Of course, this wouldn't be possible without our sponsors. Our first sponsor is Susie Condelopoulos, and Susie is a loan officer with Gateway Mortgage, and she has been in the business for over 20 years. She is an excellent loan officer. She is bilingual. So if you're looking to get pre-approved for a home loan, give her a call at 281-250-2696. Or if you want to refinance your house, this would be an excellent time to do it because interest rates are going up, and we do hear that they're expected to go up 2 or 3 more times this year. So definitely give her a call so you can refinance your house. The next one is Texas Low Cost Insurance Agency, and they can help you with auto, home, commercial insurance, or flood insurance. They do specialize in homeowners insurance, and their number is 281-941-2863. And again, I want to remind you guys that this is the time to buy flood insurance. This is the storms are coming. It's going to be a very busy season. You've got to get that flood insurance, and you need to buy it 30 days before it actually goes into effect. So it doesn't matter what area of town you're in, they can help you by phone. You can actually buy insurance by phone, sign electronically, so it doesn't matter where you're at, give them a call. And then our next sponsor, of course, last but not least, is myself, Elizabeth Miranda. I am a realtor. I do want to remind you that I don't just host a show, I actually do help people sell and buy homes. So if you're looking to buy a home or you're looking to sell your home, give me a call. My number is 832-878-1255. I do take calls till 8 o'clock at night every single day, and Saturdays also. So give me a call. Alrighty, well, we are going to go ahead and move on with our show, and today I have a very dear friend of mine. She has actually been on our show about 2 months ago to talk about a home buying fair, but today she's going to talk to us about a different theme, and that is the MCC, the Mortgage Credit Certificate. So we've got Olga Garza, and we'll let you tell her a little bit about herself. So welcome, Olga.
Thank you, Liz. It's a pleasure and an honor to be here with you. I have such great admiration and respect for you, for all that you do and reaching out to the community the way you do. It's needed, definitely. So congratulations on that, and thanks for having me on and letting me do this talk about the Mortgage Credit Certificate. I've been in the business, for a long time. Let's say over 20 years. Okay, 25. All right, 30. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. I enjoyed the business. I love real estate, love real estate, because that's what, means the world to me, to help people get into homes, especially first-time home buyers. So programs for first-time home buyers and programs to help people get into homes has always been my passion, and you know that for the longest time that is what we aim to do. Both you and I have done this a long time in trying to help people. So pretty much that's what I've done. I do have a real estate license that I used to, but I don't have it active, and I also have a mortgage license, but I don't have it active because my focus is on helping borrowers understand the first-time homebuyer programs. So that's my dedication at this time.
Yes. I have known you for many years, and I've always known you to be one to help the community, especially when it comes to any kind of programs that are available, any grants or anything like that, any information. And so I know that that's something that you love to do. So I want you to tell us now about this program. First of all, what company are you with?
Okay, absolutely. I am the marketing director for Harris Housing Advisors. And Harris Housing Advisors is a program manager. They're the ones that administer the program, and then you have the actual administration, who's just another person part of the group. But we actually go out and promote and try to inform the community about the program and how it helps first-time home buyers. So that's my job. My job is to try to help people understand the program. And then I also get a chance to train the lenders, and I train the realtors, and I talk to them about the advantages. And that's who I work for, Harris Housing Advisors. But I've
Okay.
been in banking and mortgage
What?
lending for a long time.
Okay. And tell us about this program again that you're
Okay.
talking about. What
Sure.
program is this?
Okay. The Mortgage Credit Certificate Program, it's hard to believe that the government actually does some great stuff for us, because there's so many things out there in the news, but the government this is a government-sponsored program, the Mortgage Credit Certificate. And the reason I say that is because the only way that you can receive the benefit of the program is by when you fill your income tax return. So many people don't realize that this program is even available to them, and it helps them a lot. When you're a first-time home buyer, one of the biggest things, you and I know this, Liz, that they have, it's hard to make that payment. If they had a little extra money that could help them make that payment, like the $166 a month if they were to get $2,000 a year. Can you imagine getting back 50% of the interest back for the life of the loan? That in itself, I mean, in 1 year, 2,000, 5 years, that's $10,000. So how they do that is by helping you, give you a tax credit through your income tax return, and that's how it happens when you buy the home. Now you have to apply for the loan, you have to apply for the program through a participating lender. The lender needs to know what documents are required so that you can have received this benefit. So how do I get that $166 a month, or at the end of the year when I file my income tax return? That's the benefit. So I think to myself, wow, if they were to give me, if I paid $6,000 in interest in 1 year, and they're going to give me $2,000 of that back into my pocket, that's a huge savings for me and for my family. I've had families that called me before, and they've told me, you know, Olga, this program has really benefited our family. It actually, I know that money's coming, that $2,000 tax credit when I do my income tax return. That when I use that money, it's like a forced savings. It's like having a savings account at the end of the year. Well, 1 year, she was telling me that it helped her so much when her son, who was I think in the 3rd or 4th grade, they were using computers. Can you imagine? And he needed, the teacher needed him to know what his email address was so she could send him some homework, and she didn't have one for him. So what she did is she went out and bought a computer, knowing that she's going to get her $2,000. So this happened in October. In December and January, when she filled out her income tax return in January, February, she had the $2,000. She paid the computer off for her son. So that's what I'm talking about. Planning, preparing, organizing for your kids to have that extra money for anything that comes up. You know, stuff always comes up in our lives. Always
Yes,
comes
yes,
up.
yes.
One thing or another. Either, you know, something breaks down and you need that extra money, or the car breaks down. You know, where's that little extra added benefit of having some money in a savings account? And as hard as we all try to save money, unfortunately, that dollar just doesn't stretch far enough. But with the MCC and getting an equivalent of $166 increase in salary, or $2,000 a year, that really helps. It also helps them in qualifying for the mortgage loan. So when I talk to the public and we talk about looking at the different programs, this program, I think they should look at it to help them be able to have some kind of savings, even though they're having to make this mortgage payment now, but they're benefiting from it. Okay. Buying a home is the most important aspect, in my humble opinion, that'll help them succeed in life.
Absolutely. No, I couldn't agree more. I think it's very, very important. And that's one of the reasons absolutely for having our show is we want to encourage people to buy a home, and not only buy a home, but benefit from the different programs that are out there. Yes, and so I just want to, just make sure, we go over again, break it down again, what it is that we're getting here. So we're talking about the mortgage credit certificate. It's actually a tax credit, right?
Yes, ma'am. It's
so
a tax
when
credit.
someone is going to buy a home, So someone's going to buy a home, or they actually will apply for this we call it the MCC, right? The
Right,
mortgage
the home-
certificate.
right.
They're going to apply for the MCC, and with that MCC, what they're going to do is at the end of the year, say they've had the house for the whole year, they're going to do their income tax, and they're going to get credit on the interest that they've paid, right?
That's right.
And that credit that they're going to get is going to be up to $2,000 per year. What is the
Correct.
percentage? There's
Well, it's a flat rate, 2,000.
Oh, is
So,
it?
yeah,
Okay.
it's a flat rate.
It's a
So
flat-
it's 50% of the interest,
Okay,
okay, or 2,000, whichever is
2,000.
less.
exactly.
So the interest is not that that high, but you're still going to get 50% of that interest back.
Right, so they're going to
Nowadays,
get right. So they're going to go to their tax person, and then their tax preparer is going to input the data, and they're going to, depending on how much interest they've paid,
That's right.
which most people pay at least $6,000 or more. And if
That's
you've paid
right.
at least $6,000 or more, your savings is going to be you're going to get a credit of $2,000.
Of
So that
$2,000.
means that you're going to get a refund.
Yes, ma'am.
Right. So let's say
Yeah.
normally you wouldn't have gotten a refund.
Right.
And you would have broken even. Now you're actually going to get a $2,000.
That's right.
Refund. Or
Exactly.
if you're in a situation where normally you would have paid, say, $2,500 in income taxes, this is going to reduce what you've got to pay, and instead you're only going to pay $500. So
Correct.
it reduces that.
Yes, ma'am.
So that's absolutely very, very good.
Beneficial.
Very beneficial. And so, like you said, where the 166 a month comes in is that basically, knowing that you're going to make $2,000 at the end of the year, it's almost, if you divide that by 12, it's 166. So it's
166,
almost
right.
like you're making 166 extra every month.
That's correct.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes,
And,
and-
especially for first-time home buyers, and their payments are going to be, let's say, $1,800 a month or $1,600 a month, and they're used to paying $1,400 a month. Well, this added $166 that they can count on
Exactly.
really helps them make that mortgage payment more attractive for them to want to get into a home. And it's just forced savings, to be quite honest with you, that helps them a lot.
It really, really is. And like you said, I do know for a fact that there have been situations where I've had clients myself that maybe they couldn't they needed a little bit of extra income to
That's right.
qualify for a certain loan. Let's say they wanted to qualify for X amount. Let's just say, for example, 160. They wanted to buy a home, $160,000, but the lender says we can only qualify you for 155. But then when they get the MCC, knowing that they're going to get that refund, they're actually able to count that 166 as
Right.
income.
Correct.
And that 166 a month can bump you up to get approved for a little bit more.
That
and
is
I've
correct.
seen it happen where several times where just with having that MCC, they were able to apply to
Yes.
qualify for more. Right?
Yes, ma'am, absolutely.
So yes. So it is a very good program. So when we come back, we're going to take a little break, and then we're going to talk about how do people get it? Is it a grant? Do they have to
Absolutely.
pay for it,
Sure.
etc.? All right?
Great.
All right, so we'll be right back. Well, welcome back to Casa y Vida Houston show, and we are going to continue with Olga Garza, and we are talking about the mortgage credit certificate, which can, what it is a tax credit that you can get every year while you're living in your home. Well, it's up to $2,000, of course, based on whatever interest you're paying. So, Olga, is there a fee for this program?
Liz, yes, there is.
Okay.
It's a 1% of the loan amount that is charged, plus the $275 compliance fee. There's $275 compliance fee.
Okay.
So you're looking at 1% of, let's say, a loan amount of $120,000. That would be $1,200.
Okay.
And so let's say that, and then you have the compliance fee of $275. Those are fees that are paid in order to be able to qualify to get the program, because you have to qualify for the program. We'll talk about that in just a second. But what we're looking at is the best thing of all right now, Liz. We've got a $1,500 down payment
pick it up.
assistance program. Can I pick this up?
Yeah, I think he has it on the screen.
I think you might have that available. And it talks about them getting the $1,500.
There we go.
There we are, a $1,500 down payment assistance grant Right now we got a special going on. You know how they have special
Yay.
department stores? We got a special going on where, yes, you do have to pay that 1,475, but you're going to get a chance to be able to qualify if you fall within those income guidelines and you apply for the loan. So as an example that we have on the screen, you have an income limit of 71,500, and actually it's even gone up again one more time.
Oh, wow.
It's now up to 74,000.
Okay.
But always check with with us. Call the hotline, and we can give you the actual income limit. So, let's say it's a husband and wife. They both work, and they both make. She makes 25, he makes 25 or 30, and so together 55,000. So they're in a non-targeted area for, because they fall below that income targeted area income, then they would qualify. So let's say it's a husband, a wife, and a child. So now there would be 3 of them in the household. That would mean that their income could be as high as 82, and that also has gone up.
Okay. Now this I'm sorry. What we have here, this is the amount of income to qualify for the MCC.
That is correct.
Okay.
Right.
In order
So
for them
in
to be able
order
to get
in
an
order
MCC.
to get this program, in order to get that $2,000 or 50% of the mortgage interest back for the life of the loan, you have to fall within those income guidelines in
Okay.
order for that to happen. So that's the income guidelines that I'm giving you right now. So when you do qualify and you fall within below that income level, then you would go to a participating lender, and they would be able to give you the apply for the mortgage credit certificate. And based on your income and based on the location of the property, it has to be in Harris County, but not inside the city of Houston or Friendswood, Missouri City, Baytown, LaPorte, Pasadena, Deer Park, Lee City, and Pearland, is because they have their own programs.
Okay, so I'm sorry.
Mine's only for Harris County.
Okay, so these cities that are on the screen are not included.
Eligible for the
They
MCC.
are excluded, but
Right.
so it would
Right.
be anything outside of this
That
area.
is correct.
Anything in Harris County.
That's
okay.
correct. It has to be in Harris County. So we look at the property, make sure the property's in Harris County. We look at your income, and then once you've been approved for a loan, that the one we were talking about a few moments ago, where you talk about applying and qualifying for the loan. If you get an FHA or a VA or a conventional loan, and as long as a lender approves you for that, as long as you're approved for those loans, MCC is a companion. It's a companion to a loan that you're already getting.
Yeah.
We don't have additional requirements. We don't have additional requirements for the loan itself. We don't have additional requirements for the property location, it's up to the lender to determine that. So you want to make sure that it qualifies. It is the best program ever.
It really is.
And
It
I've gotta look it
absolutely
up.
is. Now, I just want to make a comment real quick that I know that when we put the income guidelines up there, some of them were a little bit different, and that's only because there's the slides that you sent me, right?
Yeah.
That have the income limits, but then there's the new income limits.
Yes, there are
So
new
the
ones.
other slide, the one that says new on it, is the new income limit.
Yeah.
So that's
They're gone up.
Yeah,
This is
so
good.
they
So more
just
people
went up.
qualify.
Yeah, they've gone up. So that's the reason there's difference. So whatever the higher limits you see on the screen, those are
Right,
in.
right.
Whenever you watch the recorded video,
Yeah.
okay? And just real
Absolutely.
quickly, so I will tell you that this is a very good program. Almost all of my people, everyone, unless they exceed the limits, unless they have very high income, 99% of the people that I represent as buyers do use this MCC program. It is a very, very good program. So absolutely, we can help you with this program if you live outside, if you live in the Harris County. Now, of course, if you live inside the city, we also, as a realtor, I can also direct you to the lender that will also offer MCC
Yeah.
inside Houston,
That's
inside
right.
the Houston city limits, etc. So we have all that information.
Exactly.
All right, so Olga, here is Olga's information. If you need to contact her, whether you're an individual that wants to work with a lender or a realtor that offers this program, or even realtors or loan officers. I know we do have a lot of realtors and loan officers that watch our show.
Yes.
So if you're not participating already, what's called a approved participating lender, because the lender does have to be an approved participating lender, make sure that you contact Olga
Yes.
so that she can put you on the list. Now,
I'd love to help.
Yes, absolutely. So thank you so much, Olga, for all the
Thank you.
information. I
Thank
really
you for
appreciate
having
it.
me.
Absolutely. Now you are going to stay on for our Spanish
I
show.
am.
Olga se va a quedar para el programa en español, que es enseguida, so no se nos vayan. So we will have you stay on still.
Okay.
So I just want to quickly tell you about the homes that we have for sale. We do have this builder in East Houston that is providing up to $7,500 in closing costs. This was extended. It expired. This was going to expire on Sunday, but they have extended it through the end of the month. So you can get up to $7,500 in closing costs on a brand new home, plus get the move-in package, which includes the washer, dryer, stainless steel, and blinds, and other items. And then we've got a few, homes that that you can look at. And so if you are interested in going out and looking at these beautiful homes in East Houston, there's a picture right there. There's the model homes. They are ready. Well, they're not built yet, but they're ready for you to pick your home. You can pick your lot and have your home built in no time. So if you are interested in taking a look, give me a call and I will be happy to set up an appointment for you this weekend so that you can benefit from this fantastic package. And like I said, I'll be out there this weekend and during the week showing homes, so call me up and we'll put you on the schedule. And my cell phone number is 832-878-1255. You can call me, you can text me anytime from 8 in the morning to 8 o'clock at night. You can even call me or text me on Saturdays. All right, guys. Well, that is all that we have for our show today. If you have any questions about the MCC or about anything that is real estate related, please send me a text, call me, message me on Facebook. And we will see you next Thursday, as always, at 1 o'clock in English and then at 1:30 in Spanish. See you next time.